Hey everybody, I am back here with another video. This is the Scents of Days Gone By series, my warm wax melt review series. This is 2 weeks worth of melting. I've been melting a little bit less than I normally have, so it's not going to be too much. But yeah, I just kind of got lazy last week and wanted to relax and never got around to filming one, so I'm catching up today. So I just want to kind of jump right in it here. The first one here is from Beezy Tarts, and this is one that I have talked about many times. One of my all-time favorites from Beezy, Circus Concession. I don't remember exactly what is in the version that John does, but it should be some kind of thing of cotton candy, funnel cake. I don't think there's any kind of popcorn scent in here, but sometimes there's popcorn scent, and there's and caramel apple. So that's kind of normally what's in this one. The reason I really like Beezy Tarts because the apple scent in here does not come across as artificial. It comes across as just very sweet, very authentic, and so I absolutely love this scent. It's just like sweet heaven. This one is a little bit on the older side. By the time I melted it, you're looking at it being somewhere around maybe 14 months old, something like that. And it did not throw quite as well as they normally do. Normally, these are super duper strong. This one was more about probably like a high throw, I would say. In my 24-watt hot plate in my kitchen, I could still smell it. But definitely, I think the age affected it a little bit because I have melted this one plenty of times. And it normally is stronger than it was. And I'm going to definitely melt it. I think I have a couple left from that opening. I want to melt through them and see if I get the results consistently that I did this last time. This next one here is from Daphne's Divine Scents and Aromas. For those of you newer to the wax community, she is no longer in business, but I still do have a good amount of Daphne's left that I'm melting through. This one here is Eucalyptus, Spearmint, and Peppermint. And this is pretty much, I think, exactly what they say that is on here. It smells absolutely amazing. It's very clean, it's very fresh. You can get the peppermint, but it's not too strong on the peppermint. I put this one on in the 18-watt hot plate in my bathroom. It was like a low to a medium throw. This is the second time I've melted it, and each time I've gotten like a lower kind of throw out of it, so I just don't think that this one is especially strong. Now the next one here from Daphne's Divine Scents and Aromas is in Wildberry, Noel, Zucchini bread. This one was pretty strong. It was about a high throw in my 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen, and it smells really strongly on the Wildberry mousse scent, which always comes across to me as like very thick, slightly creamy kind of scent. So I could get the zucchini bread in here, but it's more like 70% Wildberry mousse, 30% zucchini bread, something like that, and like about a high throw in my 24-watt hot plate. Oh, I accidentally went out of order. I do have one here I want to talk about from Candles from the Keeping Room, and this one here is in Grapefruit and Mangosteen. This scent is really good. According to the scent description, it's grapefruit, mangosteen with citrus notes, a little bit of peach, and then just some naturally derived sweetness. It is a fabulous fruity scent. I prefer melting it in the bedroom. I'm not exactly sure why. To me, this comes across more of a bedroom fruity scent than like a kitchen-y kind of fruity scent. But it is beautiful and fruity and slightly creamy and sweet. It's just really good. So I melted this 2 times, each time in the bedroom, once in the Glade and once in the 24-watt hot plate, and it was a good throw. This one is nice and strong, good performance, great scent, one of my favorites of the week. I absolutely would get that one over and over again. Okay, the next one here is from Haley's Heavenly Scents, and this one is also one of my favorites of the week. And this one is in Mistletoe, and you can see I've got 4 scallops left, so I've melted 2 scallops of this one recently. So Mistletoe is cedar leaf, Siberian fir, English holly, holiday mistletoe, cooling camphor, trailing ivy, sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. So lots of like green kind of notes in there, but you definitely get more of like that pine scent in here, which is the strongest note in here for sure. It's one of my favorite pine scents, and this one has a good throw. 1 single scallop tart at a time I've melted in the 24-watt. I think one time in the Glade Warmer in my bedroom, and it was really nice and strong. I want a ton of this. Like, as far as pine scents go, this one smells fabulous and is strong. Very good throw. One of my favorites of the week. Yeah, that Haley's Heavenly Scent one is it's really good. Okay, the next one here is from Lasting Scent Candles, and this one is Clink. This one came out with the Christmassy scents, I think, this last year, so you're looking at it not being too old. Now, the scent description for this one just calls it a fruity champagne cocktail. It definitely smells like fruity pomegranate, maybe apple. I don't get as much of a effervescent kind of note out of this when it's hot. It just smells more just like fruit, really, to be honest. So I put this one on in the 24-watt hot plate in my kitchen, and it had a high throw when I melted it. Now, I will say, when I am done with my wax, I do like the freezer method. So I let this one cool completely, stuck it in the freezer. The wax came out, but this one left a ton of residue in my wax warmer dish, like a ton. And I'm not talking wax, I'm talking like it looked like the fragrance oils were like just meshed into, not into, but just like really on the ceramic. And I was like, that just looks terrible. And that almost never happens to me. So what I think all I did though was I just melted some other wax in there, and then that wax hardened, I pushed it out, and all that residue came out with it. But it was pretty disgusting what the wax warmer dish looked like after this one was done. That was just like a lot of residue left in that one. Continuing on with lasting scent candles. This one here is in strawberry wedding cake. This is one of the chunky cake bites that I got. When did I get this? Looks like this one's probably about coming up on a year old. Smells amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite strawberry scents. My favorite strawberry wedding cake or white cake kind of scent. Now, their scent description says it's fluffy white cake with sweet strawberries, sweet strawberry filling, frosting, and more strawberries. And that's exactly why I love this one, because it smells like fresh strawberries and sweet strawberries, and you can get the thick, thick cake scents. This one is so sweet. Tooth-achingly sweet. Now, my husband really liked this one too when I put it on. He commented that he could definitely smell it. It was very sweet. And this one has a good throw. So I believe I got 4 or 5 melts out of this cake bite. I can't exactly remember, but I got a good amount of melting out of this one. And I absolutely love it. One of my favorites of the week. Just smells so, so good. Such a great bakery, creamy, super sweet strawberry scent. I love it. Love it, love it. Now, continuing on here with Shayz Scentz. This one here is in pink Danish. The Shayz Scentz website seems to be down right now, so I was not able to get the scent description. Now, I don't know when they say Danish if they mean like orange Danish or if there's anything else in there. This one is definitely a little bit stronger on the pink sugar, and I think I can get the bakery note out of there, but definitely comes across as mostly pink sugar. Really do like this one. I don't think I absolutely love it though. I melted 2 of the Sunny Tarts at a time in the 24-watt hot plate, so I got 3 melts out of this one. Consistent at about a high throw, I would say. But I mean, a good pink sugar blend, just to me, not outstanding. Now, this is another pink sugar blend here from Shayz Scentz, and I did enjoy this one a little bit better. I think because it was a little bit stronger on the sugar cookie scent, so it just seemed to be a better balance between the pink sugar and the other stuff that was in there, which in this one is a sugar cookie. So same thing, 2 Sunny Tarts at a time. I got 3 melts out of this one total. This one had about a high to a good throw. I melted it only in my 24-watt hot plate in my kitchen, so I did really like this one. One of my favorites of the week, and I know that Shayz Scentz tends to be known for her pink sugar blend, so I got a lot of pink sugar blends left, I think, from Shayz Scentz. That's good stuff. Okay, this next one here from Sniff My Tarts is definitely one of my favorites of the week. You guys probably know I love zucchini bread. Love it, love it, love it. And Amish zucchini bread, I think, is a blend of Amish baked bread, which is like a fresh baked bread scent with zucchini bread. Now, that being said, I don't think I smelled a whole lot of like the Amish bread scent in here. It definitely came across as more of a zucchini bread scent, but it just smelled so, so good, and it threw very well. It was a good throw, so nice and strong. This was like one of the big bundt cakes, so I got 2 melts out of this one. Just a really good zucchini bread scent and a really, really good performance. So that one was definitely nice. Now, this next one here from Sniff My Tarts was also pretty strong. This one is in grape, cotton candy, and pink sugar. Now, the grape scent in here is definitely dominant. I could smell the grape over everything else. And grape and pink sugar scents, I've smelled them a little bit before, and I wasn't sure how I felt about them, but I wasn't getting enough pink sugar in here to really kind of, I think, ascertain whether or not how I feel about it. It was like, honestly, like 85% grape, 15% pink sugar, like that kind of blend. But I love Sniff My Tarts grape. It's really, really good. This one I put in the 24-watt hot plate, and it was a good throw, so it performed really well. Absolutely love this one of my favorites of the week, but I really love grape scents. And the grape scent, to me, it smells like a very sweet grape, not necessarily like an authentic grape. It's like a grape soda, but not effervescent, but it has that sweet, sugary grape note, if that makes any sense. This next one here is from Starlit Candles, and this one is a clamshell in Naughty or Nice. And this one is pink sugar, angel food cake, buttercream, fairy floss, and then midnight pomegranate, which I believe Yuri said on the scent description, that's a type scent from Bath & Body Works, I think. Now, I like this one, but I think the midnight pomegranate in here is pretty strong because it definitely comes across as like a sexy, dark scent. It smells, actually, I didn't know it was midnight pomegranate when I melted it, but I actually wrote down it smells kind of like a dark fruit, like a plum or something like that. And it is midnight pomegranate, so maybe there is like some kind of plum note in there. So I call this one also deep and mysterious. I do really like this one. I don't think I would ever want like a ton of it though. I don't smell a whole heck of a lot of the pink sugar in here. The midnight pomegranate I think is the strongest, and I do get like this sweet bakery notes a little bit, but this one definitely does not come across as a bakery scent to me. I melted this upstairs in my bedroom, and yeah, it came across more as like a sexy bedroomy kind of type scent more than like a kitcheny bakery type scent, if that makes any sense. So this one had about a medium to a high throw when I melted it, one time in my Glade warmer in the bedroom, and then one time in the 18-watt hot plate in the bathroom. So about a medium to high throw. Nice scent. I like it. I just don't love that particular type of scent. Okay, the next one here is from Super Tarts, and this one was one of her eucalyptus blends in the Snot Machine sampler in Cold Kisses, and this one is eucalyptus and passionfruit. I melted this in the Glade warmer in the bedroom, and it did pretty darn well. It was a, sorry, I'm smelling over here. It was a high throw when I melted it there in the Glade warmer, and this one I wrote down that it smells floral and green, although the scent description for this one is eucalyptus and passion fruit. So there's really no green notes in here. There's no floral scent. It still smells a little green to me. So I don't know if her passion fruit scent has a little bit of a green side to it or something like that. So I do really like this one. I don't love it. I wouldn't want to hoard it, but it was a good performer. Like I said, a high throw when I melted it, and it is a really nice eucalyptus blend. This next one here from Super Tarts is a clamshell in Mr. Myers, and this one is Fresh Fallen Leaves, Fireside, and Vanilla Bean Noel. It's kind of a hard scent to wrap your mind around. Like when I start smelling it, not knowing what the scent description was at the time, I really couldn't describe what it smelled like. The only thing I thought I could smell is that it smelled kind of woodsy and a little bit like burning, some kind of scent like that. So I don't know if actually it has Fireside in there, so that is what I'm smelling. It does definitely smell like burning. That was like the only scent I could really pick up out of this one, but it is a nice scent. I put this one on in the Glade in the bedroom, and then also the 18-watt hot plate in the bathroom, and it was a high to a good throw. So I do like this one. I would get it again, just not one of my absolute favorites, but it's a very complex, deep kind of scent, but you have to like those woodsy, campfire-y types of scents, I think, to really enjoy that one. The next one here from Super Tarts is Passionfruit Nectarine, and this one is a little bit, not super old. No, not really. It's only about like 8 months old, but Passionfruit Nectarine. This one is Passionfruit, Nectarine, Lemon Zest, Mango, Sweet Apple, and Plumeria. I put this one on in the 24-watt hot plate in my kitchen, and it did pretty darn well. It was a high to a good throw. This one just smells like tropical, fruity, summery, fun, just fruity fun. One of the, probably my all-time favorite like types of just fruity fun scents that I could get out there, and like a good performer. So that one is really, really good. The next one here from Super Tarts is actually a super pan that I haven't melted through until these past couple weeks. And this one is in Pink Satsuma, Vanilla Bean Noel. And I got this one in this one because I was trying to recreate a pan that Brandy had sold like way back in the day. That was pink sugar, orange juice cake, Vanilla Bean Noel. And Brandy's the one that really got me on to pink sugar orange blends. I absolutely just love them. I think they're really good. This is an excellent blend. You can smell the orange. You can smell the pink sugar. Now together they're a little zingy. And I will say that together, sometimes like this scent will turn my stomach. And it just depends. Like I have to be in the right mood for this type of scent because it's very strong. It's very in your face. It's very particular, I would have to say. So sometimes if I'm in a more mellow mood, it's just, it comes on like too strong, right? You're like, dude, like, buddy, just like back off. Like you're too strong. But when I am in the mood for this, it hits the spot and it is a good throw every time that I've melted this one. I've melted this about 3 times within the past couple weeks. And yeah, it does really well on my 24-watt hot plate. No complaints with the throw. And like I said, I do love this scent. I just kind of have to be in the mood for that kind of scent. Okay, now the last one here from Super Tarts is another scent shot. Now, somewhere between documenting my wax and bringing it over to the kitchen to film this video, I seem to have lost the bottom of the scent shot, but I have the top here. But I know what it is. It's Stark. This was a scent shot in Stark. It's vanilla champagne, sweet berries, and cotton candy. I melted it in the 24-watt hot plate in my kitchen, and I wrote down that it was like a medium to a high throw. Not as strong as some of my other Super Tarts, but I really do like this scent. It's sweet and fruity. I wrote down that it smelled a little bit like cotton candy. That was before I knew what the scent description was, so I could definitely pick that one out again. And I also wrote down that it was girly and fun, so I would definitely get this one again. I don't remember how old the scent shot was. I think it's one of the older ones I have, because I don't think I've seen her come back with Stark since it first came out, and it is a really, really good scent. I wish I knew where the bottom part of that scent shot cup is, because I'm sure it's on the floor somewhere that I'm going to trip over. Okay, the next one here is from 10 Digit Creations, and this one is in Cashmere and Lace, and I love this scent. It's amber, citrus, and vanilla, but it definitely is like a masculine, kind of deep, thick sort of scent. I don't know if that's coming from the amber. I don't really smell a whole lot of citrus, and I don't really smell a whole lot of vanilla. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit of the vanilla, I'm not sure. But anyways, you can see that this one is definitely getting a little bit older, which is why I melted through the entire 4-pack. So this one is around, what, 14 months old? Something like that. But this one still threw pretty darn well. It was a high to a good throw. I melted it in the Glade, in the 24 watt, and then also the 18 watt, like in my bedroom and bathroom. And each time it was like, yeah, like around a high to a good throw. So definitely still good performance, especially considering the age. And I love this scent, but I love like masculine type scents. That one was one of my favorites of the week. Now this next one here from 10 Digit Creations, I also really like too. Snow Angels. And this one is another one that's about 14 months old. So yeah, I've been trying to go through my older stuff. This one is Peppermint, Eucalyptus, Blue Spruce, and Snow Crystals. And I don't know what the Snow Crystal scent is, but this one smells distinctive and it smells different. So, I mean, I think I can smell the peppermint. It's not super strong on the peppermint. I can smell like the pine scent a little bit. I can smell the clean, strong note of the eucalyptus, but that Snow Crystals, it's something that I don't smell a whole heck of a lot, and I do really like how it smells, but it smells unlike a lot of the other stuff I've smelled before. I really love this one. It was kind of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but I melted this one, same as the other one. It went into the Glade, the 24 watt, the 18 watt. I got 4 melts out of this one, just melting it one at a time, and it was a high throw about each time I melted it. So considering the wax is around 14 months old, I was very happy with the performance, and I really did like that one. This next one here is from the Bee's Knees Alaskan Tarts in Strawberry Jam. And this one had a high to a good throw. I put it in the 24 watt hot plate in the kitchen. I like it because it's kind of like a blend of fresh picked strawberry and then also like a creamy strawberry. Kind of somehow smells like both at the same time. But it definitely smells sweet. It smells also like it has a frosting note in there. Like it's so sweet. It maybe like a thin layer of frosting. I don't think there's supposed to be frosting in strawberry jam, but I guess what I'm trying to say is it smells sweet. So I do really like this one as well. And I've had consistently good performance from the stuff I've got from the Bee's Knees so far. So I would definitely be interested in placing another order with her. I'm not exactly sure how to order from the Bee's Knees. I mean, obviously I've ordered one time, but it was one of those ones she had like ready to ship, and on her Facebook post you had to comment me, and then she had a limited amount of stock. So the person that commented me first got to pick what they wanted, and then the second person got to pick out of what was left. I don't know if that's if that's the only way that she sells, but that was the way that I got that wax. But I've been consistently impressed like the 4 or 5 times I've melted her wax. So I definitely want to investigate the Bee's Knees a little bit more. Okay, this next stack here is all 30 Street wax. And so this first one here is A Vision in Pink, and you can see on the scent description there it's Plumeria and Fruity Pomegranate. This is the second time I've melted it. So I put this one on in the Glade in the bedroom. The first time I melted it, I thought it was like a high throw. This time I thought it was more of like a medium throw. I just don't remember smelling it that strongly, but I could smell it. It was definitely like kind of more subtle, but still present. I do like this scent. I don't think it's one that I would like ever vote back to come back into customer favorites or something like that, because there's other ones of hers that I like better, but it's still like a good scent. But you definitely have to like that. I think, what is it, the pomegranate kind of smell in there? Yeah, I think it has like a fairly strong pomegranate scent. Okay, this next one here from 30 Street Wax is from one of the Halloween, it's one of the ones from the Halloween line. It's Eye of Newt. It's mulled cider, apple, pears, and oak and fresh greenery. This one is definitely just strong on that mulled cider and the apple scent. It smells like a cup of apple cider. It smells like apples with a little bit of sugar, and then also like all of the spices that you get out of there that's listed on here, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the clove. It smells pretty much exactly like that. I don't think that I could pick up the oak or the fresh greenery. It just came across as a straight up apple scent. I put this one on in the 24 watt hot plate, and it had a high throw. And I did enjoy it. It's definitely more of a fall scent for me, but I still did enjoy it even when I melted it within the past week. Okay, this next one here from 30 Street Wax is one of my favorites of the week. This one is to die for. November Norway. Vanilla, vanilla bean, nutmeg, and caramel. If you want something thick, caramelly sweet, just like you can just like imagine like a pot of caramel like melting and stirring it on the stove, and like some vanilla beans in there and pouring in some, I don't know. That's exactly what I think. But this one is just, it's fabulous. It smells It smells just so good. It's warm and it's comforting, and it threw pretty darn well. So this one was the cameos. I melted one cameo at a time in the 24-watt hot plate, and it was a good throw. This one was nice and strong. You gotta like caramel though. I love caramel, but this one is to die for. It's probably one of my all-time favorite caramel scents that I've ever come across. This next one here from 30th Street Wax is a little sample in Ocean, and this one is one of the Ellipse scent shot cups, but it's like smaller than the regular Ellipse. So this is like one of the ones from Daphne's Divine, so you can see that it's definitely a smaller cup. And I put this one on in the 18-watt hot plate in my bathroom. Wasn't really sure what to expect because, you know, the amount of wax is a little smaller. But this one still threw at about a high in the 18-watt hot plate. I don't have the scent description for Ocean, but it has that typical, like, salty sea air scent. It wasn't super thick, though. So it was not like a cactus and sea salt type of thick salt scent. And it also seemed to have some kind of hint of a fruit in here. I'm not exactly sure, but it really did enjoy the scent. And yeah, this one did perform pretty darn good, so I was happy with that one. This next one here from 30th Street Wax is in Sugar Plum Fairies, and it's swirl lollipops and sugar plums. This one I liked. I just didn't love. I just think the scent is not really exactly for me. Now, I tend to shy away from anything with candy scents in it just because I hate candy scents. So I was really worried about the lollipop scent in here. But it actually is okay. I did enjoy this one. It just smells sweet. Let me see what else I can smell in here. It smells like sweet candy and a little bit of a fruit. And yeah, it definitely has that like plum, that darker kind of like heavier fruit scent. So it is a good scent. Just to me, it's not my favorite. Now I did melt this one in the 24-watt hot plate in the kitchen, and it was a high throw when I melted it. So definitely a decent piece of wax. Okay, this next stack of stuff here is all from Two Timing Tart. I'm going to start off here with Midnight Musk. This one is a heady, deep musk with orris root, fern, geranium, and soft woods. I melted this one time before, and I got like a medium to a high throw out of it. This time when I melted it, it was more of like a low to a medium throw in my Glade warmer in the bedroom. So averaging out between the two times, it averages out to about a medium throw. I really do love this scent. It is deep, it is dark, it is sexy, and it does smell like woods. It's very, very masculine. I love how it smells. I think I've got a little bit more of this that I definitely want to melt. But yeah, I think, yeah, this scent is definitely a winner. I wish that it threw a tad bit stronger, but it did throw stronger the first time around. So yeah, I just have to remelt that one again and see how it does. Now this next one here is one of my favorites of the week. Nectarine, rice, flower, sea salt. This combines like my three favorite things. I love spa scents that have like a fruity scent, either from a nectarine or a peach, and then also a floral component, and then also like a salty sea air component. And that is exactly what this one is. And it smells amazing. You can smell everything. I think the nectarine is the strongest, the sea salt is the next strongest, and the rice flower is the most subtle, but you can tell it's there. It's giving it that like floral feminine note in here. This one is just amazing. I absolutely just love this one. Now this one also has a pretty decent throw. I melted it yesterday in my Glade warmer. I was home most of the day, so I put it on in the morning, right, and I let it go all day. And even after around the 6 to 7 hour point, it was still throwing at about a high. I could walk into my bedroom, I could pick it up immediately. It just smelled amazing. Amazing. Probably one of my all-time favorite bedroom-y type of scents. Just, it's perfect. It's floral, it's fruity, and it's fresh. So I really absolutely love that one. This next one here from Two Timing Tart is Rosewood Musk, and this is just rosewood and soft musk. I really love this one too. Becky does really well when it comes to like these woodsy, masculine type scents too. Oh my goodness, and this one smells more woodsy than anything else. It smells like a piece of furniture, like with all the wood in it, and it's just like dark. And this one smells more like wood than like, for example, the Midnight Musk. This is a more distinct type of scent. But I really do love it, and I put this one on in the Glade warmer in the bedroom, and it was a high throw. Yeah, I absolutely just love this one. It just smells like a man's study. I mean, it could be a woman's study, but just what I think of like a man's study, like a room with a lot of wood paneling. Just sexy and deep, and maybe even a little smoky, I think I'm getting out of that. But that could just be my brain playing a trick on me. Okay, this next one here from Two Timing Tart is Silk Sheets. This one I absolutely love from her too. It's musk, vanilla, and cherry blossoms. And this one is definitely getting a little older. It's about a year old. I put this one on in the Glade warmer in the bedroom 2 times, and it had about a... Sorry, I'm smelling it here. Oh my god, I had about a high throw each of the times that I melted it. Now this one definitely smells a little powdery, I tend to not like powdery scents, but somehow there's like either enough going on in here or the powdery component is not strong enough to really throw me off that it really doesn't bother me. Just, it comes across as just like powdery, but pretty and feminine. It's just really, really beautiful. And I am happy with the throw out of that one. This next one from Two Timing Tart is Tart. And this one is, what is this one here? Oh, I think I forgot to write this one down, what this one is. I think this one is like pink sugar, watermelon, and I can't remember something else in here. Yeah, I think there's definitely a fruity component in here. But I put this one on in the Glade Warmer in the bedroom, and also the 18-watt hot plate in the bathroom. Each time it was around a medium throw. I could smell it, it was there, but it was a little bit more subtle, not too in your face, but I still could get the scent out of it. It's just kind of nice. I think, yeah, I can smell the pink sugar and I can smell the watermelon. I want to say there's something else in here, but I don't exactly remember. I think Becky considers this like her signature Two Timing Tart scent, and it is a really, really good one. So definitely enjoyed that one. Now this last one here from Two Timing Tart is in Winter's Kiss. I do not have the scent description for this one. It was a limited edition back in 2013. So you can see that this one is also about, 14 months old. And to me, it smells like berries and woods and definitely mint. Definitely has a very strong mint smell in here. I mean, I really do like how it smells on cold. I melted this one in the 18-watt hot plate in the bathroom 2 times. Each time it was around a medium throw. I could smell it. It kind of gave the air like a nice crisp kind of scent, but it was not overpowering. Definitely a little bit more on the subtle side, although I could still smell it. So I definitely enjoyed that one. I don't think I've got any left. That might have been my last Winter's Kiss. Out of that one, which is kind of sad. Okay, now the next one here is from Up the Creek Scentz, and this one is in Jelly Donut Pecan Waffles. It was like a big pumpkin tart. To be honest, I probably should have cut it in half. It was pretty big, but I threw the whole thing in, and this one had a high throw when I melted it in the 24-watt hot plate. It's possible it could have done better if I had cut it in half. Sometimes less is more, but I still could smell it. I was still happy with the throw. I wrote down that it has a very strong strawberry jelly kind of scent, and I could get the pumpkin pecan waffle, but definitely stronger on the strawberry jelly, like 65 to 70%, jelly, 30% pumpkin pecan waffle, something like that. I did look up her jelly donut scent, and it's sugar, fried dough, sweet vanilla, and strawberry jam, so it definitely has that strawberry component, and it is a really nice scent. It's just kind of comforting, smells like home, just I don't know, that kind of scent. It just makes you feel comfortable. The next one here is from Victoria's Designer Creations, and this one was Pinkaboo, and it was a really cute ghost. It was a bright pink ghost, and yes, it was pretty cute. I threw the whole ghost in to the 24-watt hot plate, and it had a high to a good throw, so it was throwing pretty darn well. I don't know what the scent description is, and that's one thing about Victoria's Designer Creations. I don't think she ever has like a list of scent descriptions anywhere you could look at. I don't think so, so I'm always guessing when it comes to her stuff. But to me, it smelled like pink sugar and a strawberry wedding cake type of scent. And strawberry and pink sugar tend to go pretty well together, at least on my nose. So I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, definitely a good piece of wax. I really like that one. The next one here is from Vintage Chic Scents. And this one was a Blossom in $1 Million Mermaid. Now, normally I would melt this in the bedroom because it's more of a bedroomy scent. It's fresh ocean water, sea berries, bergamot, and white musk, and it smells absolutely amazing. I've melted this one before. The first time, it had a high to a good throw, so I threw this one on in the Glade Warmer in my entryway, and unfortunately, I mean, I was walking around my house yesterday cleaning and doing stuff, and I just don't ever recall smelling this. It wasn't even until the end of the night when I was going upstairs for the night, and I was like, oh, am I melting anything down there? Because I had completely forgot, because it just wasn't throwing well enough that I even could smell it, I think, walking around when I was like preoccupied and stuff like that. Now, it did throw well the first time. My entryway warmer historically does not throw as well. I think just because, the entryway, it's got an open area above it, so it's just kind of the warmers always struggle in that area. So I don't think that this scent is like a low thrower in general. I just think I was having a heck of a time yesterday with it because of the warmer and the location I was using it in. But it is an absolutely great blend, and I'm kind of sad that I melted it there. I should have just melted it in my bedroom where I knew it would have thrown well, but it's okay. I think I've got a lot more of that $1 Million Mermaid. Now the last two here are Yankee Candle. The first one here is Lemon Lavender, and this one is in one of the jar wax melts. It was, I think Yankee has discontinued them, but they were supposed to be able to harden, and then you can like push them out of your warmer plate without using the freezer method, which, yeah, I mean, sure, that did work, but so this one is a powdery fresh blend of tangy lemon citrus and sweet lavender. I'm not a huge fan of the scent. The funny thing is, the very first tart I ever melted in my life was a lemon lavender tart from Yankee Candle. It was not the jar wax melt though, it was like a regular scallop tart. And I remember that thing was darn strong. This one though is not strong at all. It was like a low to a medium throw, and I've melted this one 2 times now, I think, and it's been like a low to a medium throw each time. So for some reason, this one in the jar wax melt form does not throw nearly as well as like the regular Yankee Candle tart form. Don't really know why. But anyways, it's just not my favorite type of scent. I don't think I would ever buy another lemon lavender tart again from Yankee. It's just not my cup of tea. Now this scent from Yankee Candle, I do absolutely love. Stormwatch. It smells like the cleansing ocean air before the storm, according to the Yankee Candle website. And I don't really know how to describe it other than I think like the image that you see on here and the wording of the scent description just evokes that type of thought and that kind of memory. That is exactly what it smells like. And I love the scent, but this one has always been a more subtle throw. Every time I've melted it, it's not an in-your-face scent. It's beautiful and it's subtle, and that's exactly what it is. You kind of have to appreciate it more for, I don't know, maybe just the subtleness. I've said the word subtle like a million times. You got to appreciate it for that. But anyways, I put this one on in the 18-1 hot plate in the bedroom. I could smell it. It was about a medium throw, but just not very strong. This one has never been strong, but just smells fabulous. All right, you guys, that is it. That is the whole Scentz of Days Gone By, the 2 weeks worth that I have done here. For some reason, I just haven't been melting. I have been melting, but I haven't melted as much in my Glade warmer in the entryway. I think it's just because I struggle with the throw out there, so I feel like I don't want to put wax out there because I'm not going to smell it as much and I don't want to waste the wax. So what I might do is move a warmer into my office and I might start melting in there. So that's why you're seeing slightly less wax than I normally would have melted in a 2-week period. But yeah, I might mess with the warmers because the entry warmer is just not doing it for me lately. I do have a couple hauls to film. I just got in my Super Bowl haul from Candles by Victoria. And I also ordered from Vintage Chic Scents yesterday. I really wanted to try the, what is it, the deluxe blossom bags? You know, the one where Kirby blends like 3 of her blends into a single blossom bag. I really wanted to try that, so I did place an order with her. But I am doing better at just buying less. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself, and I'm melting through the wax and enjoying it, and hopefully my stash size will start to decrease this year in 2015. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.